is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Today, it's an American League Central Division matchup between the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Casey Mize, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy really struggled last year. This season's going to be about a bounce back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
Here's Byron Buxton now, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Minnesota, the designated hitter, Byron Buxton.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
First pitch, 110.
And it's fouled away. On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down, because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Count still at 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Here now the 2-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
That'll bring up Luis Ariz. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been very good in D-Row. Through the first 4 games of this homestand, big donut, 0. 0-4, that's not going to cut it in this league.
Yeah, we started to hear a spattering of boos yesterday coming from the home faithful. They have to find a way to right the ship.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, hey, you know what, D-Row? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Fouled away.
Interesting pitch selection right there, in off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Here comes the 1-2. Lifted in the air to center field. Baду is there, 2 gone.
Batting third.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, no doubt. I'm here to watch the dynamic play of Byron Buxton. We all know he's just a great baseball player. He's one of the elite players in the game, and it's always a privilege to see him do his thing. Hopefully he does just that in this one.
Kirby Puckett digging in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
To the plate now, Harmon Killebrew. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. One 0 count. Here it is. Split-fingered fastball there inside, 2-0. Puckett is off at first with 2 away.
Ball
nope. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
3-0 pitch on its way. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
So now here is Torrey Hunter looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
Whoa, that's down. Yeah. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And it's 1 and 2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Now 2 and 2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3 and 2, then you put the runners in motion.
2 down, runners at first and second. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
He's set the 3-2. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The payoff pitch. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Twins strand a pair. Twins nothing. Tigers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Michael Pineda gets the starting nod for the Twins. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
When Michael Pineda's right, he's one of the top pitchers in the game of baseball. He's another guy. He throws from that high 3/4 arm delivery, gets good sinking action. The ball will tail down and away from lefties and down and into righties. And you'll know early on if he's throwing the ball well. You see some early swings and misses.
So now into the box is Victor Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch.
Aye.
Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, it's been a promising start to the new year as they've taken 3 of the first 4 contests.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball in.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
Here comes the 1-2.
Nope, that's a ball.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Scooped up. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting second.
And now a look at the hometown
hitter.
Tigers starting lineup in this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Long run for the center fielder, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, and he's out at third. Might have gotten a little greedy that time.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
In now, Al Kaline. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
Ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Into the windup and the pitch.
Hey, 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I got 3 and 2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to Killebrew gets him, and that ends the inning. We'll move on to the second inning here at Comerica Park with no score. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
Yeah, Heidi, and thanks. Even with all the technology that we have today to be able to forecast the weather accurately, one never knows what Mother Nature has in store. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Hey!
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Look out, 1-1.
fouled off. Here he comes again, 1-2.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Here's another 1-2. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting 7.
Time for a look at the Tigers on D. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Into the box, Rod Carew. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 1-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Batting in. The catcher, number 8, Mitch Garver.
Stepping in now, Mitch Garver, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Here comes the 0-1. Ball 1, well below the zone. Carew stands at first with 1 out. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Pitch is high. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. To third. He's right there. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and both runners are going to be safe.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
So that will bring in Byron Buxton. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. He's set. The 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning. Twins strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Tremmel.
Shortstop, Alan.
First delivery to him.
Tremmel.
Good changeup, and it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Hunter's got a read on it. 1 out.
Batting fifth.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And let's take a look at Andrelton Simmons. You can argue this is the best defender in all the sport. Range, first step, quickness, whatever you want to throw out there, this is one of the best in the game.
Here's Jonathan Stoke now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. A ball and a strike. Stoke makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Another 1-2 delivery. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box now, Akil Baddoo. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ball 2 now.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
2 out, nobody on. Outside, 3-0 now. Miguel Cabrera would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Runner at first with 2 gone in the inning, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now the 1-0.
No, inside.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch.
Aye.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Nope, outside.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
The next batter is Jeimer Candelario. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First pitch on its way.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Hit hard back up the middle. Towards second, Carew is there. Throw on the first, and the Tigers wind up with nothing as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. And now here is Luis Arias. He flew out in his last debut.
Luis Arias.
First pitch on its way.
1-0.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
2-0 now. Hit on the ground to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
The center fielder, number 34, Kirby Puckett.
Standing in now, Kirby Puckett. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
2 balls,
2 and
1
1.
strike.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
He's fallen behind now, 3 and 1. Arias aboard here at first with nobody out. 3-2 now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And it's a foul ball. The next 3-2. And this is popped up near second base. Here's Stoke to make the catch, and there's out number 1.
The first baseman, number 3, Harmon Killebrew.
So 1 away now in the Minnesota third, and here is the killer, Harmon Killebrew. From the belt, kicks and deals
Ball 1.
as he lays off a fastball too
Ball
low
1,
for
no
ball
strike.
1. That's by him for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Third inning, no score to this point. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
In is Torrey Hunter, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. 2 out with the man at first. Swing and a ball lifted into straightaway center. Baddoo will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 left for Minnesota. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So stepping in is Eric Haas. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game.
Number 13.
First pitch of the AB now. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cruz has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
The left fielder, number 22, Victor Reyes.
Next up for Detroit, Victor Reyes. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw on to Killebrew, 2 down.
Now back, the designated hitter, Harold Castro.
Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Harold Castro. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, and he wound up getting thrown out. But he hit the ball well, and he'll look to do the same thing again right here, boys. It was unfortunate for him and the team the way that play ended, but it was a nice swing.
behind now, 2-0.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
The 2-0 on the way. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. High in the air out to center field. Puckett finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. And now in the box, Nelson Cruz. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
First offering on its way. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to look. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And it's quickly 0-2. Swing and a high chopper. Cabrera's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next for the Twins, the second baseman, Rod Carew.
The next twin up, Rod Carew, a base hit in his first trip. Here it comes.
1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Trying to bunt here, but this winds up hitting him. And they're going to say that he went after it. A strange strike, too. Popped him up. Cabrera in foul ground. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The catcher, number 8, Mitch Garver.
Now at the plate is Mitch Garver. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Belted high in the air out to left. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Down go the Twins in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Now at the plate, Al Kaline. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1.
A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So a good start to the inning for the Tigers as their leadoff hitter's on base.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
So that brings up the Hall of Famer Alan Tremmel as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Oh, 0-1, here it comes.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball, that's inside.
He got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Here now the 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. Hunter coming on. He's there and records the first out.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Jonathan.
Next, it'll be Jonathan Stoke. First pitch on the way. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
1-2.
At the plate now, Akil Baddoo. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Ground ball right side. And that's through for a hit. The hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Little ground ball with eyes right there. He might have been a little bit out in front, but I don't care. That's a bullet knock in the box score tomorrow morning.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. The set and the 1-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Tigers strand a pair through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off for Minnesota.
New inning set to get underway, and standing in one of the best 2-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here's the pitch. On a line, that's a base hit.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
So now to the plate, Byron Buxton, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Simmons gets his lead at first, nobody out. Two and one now to the Twins leadoff man.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
The 2-1. Cabrera trying to get there. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
To the plate now, Luis Arias, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The 0-1 on its way. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. That's back-to-back strikeouts now, as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
He's set, and the pitch. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
A runner on first with 2 away. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
That's what happens when the slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
In now, Harmon Killebrew. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. The set and the 2-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Second and third, 2 away. Called a strike, and it's full 3-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with 1 swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Joey Wentz answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Hunter. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. High in the air out to center field. No trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Twins leave the bases loaded. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Tigers manager to discuss his thoughts on Detroit's offense. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading up for the Tigers.
Bottom of the inning now, and into bat next, it'll be Jeimer Candelario. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now. Just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Into the box now, Eric Haas, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. Well, that slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
Left fielder.
So back to the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Victor Reyes. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Back for more from Detroit after this. All set for the start of the inning. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Nelson Cruz.
Nelson Cruz.
First pitch on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Ball 2.
Heading out towards shallow right. K-line is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Twins, the second baseman, Rod Carew.
So next to bat will be Rod Carew. Popped into foul ground his last time up.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop and foul.
Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. A laser that time, but a wind up with nothing to show for it.
Now
2 away now.
The catcher, Mitch Garver.
And stepping in, Mitch Garver. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Tremmel grabs it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. Ready now is Harold Castro. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Designated hitter, Harold.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. Good change up there as he takes command. 0-2.
Yeah, he's got these hitters in the proverbial rocking chair right here, pushing the throttle and pulling it. Nice change of speeds.
To 1-2 now. Liner towards second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Al Kaline.
Digging in next, Al Kaline. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Killebrew trying to get there. And this will wind up a foul ball. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. A ball and 2 strikes now. And a good pitch there as this ball swung on and popped straight up the chute right around home plate. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Tremmel. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And a ball 1-0. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Center fielder coming on. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very nicely recorded out number 3. Down in order go the Tigers, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So here is Andrelton Simmons, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Inside, ball 1.
The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
3-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 3-1. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Byron Buxton. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him. Ball 1.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
Has a look, now the pitch. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Lifted in the air to center. Baду will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
The third baseman, number 2, Luis Arias.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and next to hit will be Luis Arias. He's set. Here it comes. Here comes the 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? One there. Throw to Cabrera for an inning-ending double play. That's how you roll it. 5 to 4 to 3. A double play sends us to break. We're back to Comerica Park right after this. Stepping up is Jonathan Stoke. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
The second baseman, Jonathan Stoke.
First offering on its way. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball inside.
Lays off 2-2 now.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 2-2 one more time. Skied into straightaway right. Cruz moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, Akil Baddoo.
Next to dig in, Akil Baddoo singled in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That misses 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
In there, 2-1. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
1 out, nobody on. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Matt Shoemaker will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 32, Matt Shoemaker.
Miguel Cabrera will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. From the belt, the pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Three-two pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Taken in by Simmons. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the second out. Next for the Tigers, Jamer Candelario. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Strike taken to throw. And he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. And that just doesn't make much sense as the inning is over. Tigers fail to make any noise. Still no score. Now to the plate, Kirby Puckett. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Kirby Puckett.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1.
The 1-0 home.
Nope, outside.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Here's the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1 pitch.
Hey. Full count. 3-2.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
The next 3-2. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 3, Harmon Killebrew.
Up next for Minnesota, Harmon Killebrew. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball 1.
1-2.
1 out, nobody on. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around at strike 3.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Corey Hunter is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 2-0 to the Twins left fielder.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
2-1 now. Gets the sign, the 2-1.
Ball, that's out.
Nelson Cruz would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line to the right side. But there to take it is Cabrera, and with that, the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And we still have no score. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jamer Candelario.
For the Tigers, the third baseman, Jamer Candelario.
Here's the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And it's a foul ball. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Puckett is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, number 13.
Next to hit is Eric Haas. He grounded out last time up. First pitch on the way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. To 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Garver is after it, but the batter's going to take first easily after striking out. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop 3rd strike. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Victor Reyes flew out last time up. From the stretch. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. Three and 0 now. Ready? Now the pitch. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Good call on that 3-1 sinker, and it's full now, 3-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Puckett is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Harold Castro.
Striding forward now is the DH, Harold Castro, who's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases. lead as the run comes across to score.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good about yourself.
At the plate now, Al Kaline. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. A diving effort as it's off his glove. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. Tigers strike for a run on this RBI double. Last chance coming up here for the Twins. It's now 1-0 Detroit. Jose Cisnero comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. All set to start the ninth in this one, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Nelson Cruz. Now here's the first offering. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Kaline is there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now back, second baseman, Rod Carew.
So next to hit is Rod Carew. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
0-1 the count. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike two. The pitch. And that one got a piece of him.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
At the plate, Mitch Garver. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
The 1-0. And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Carew leads off second with one gone in the inning. Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1.
And this is a perfect example of why this manager feels so confident going to this beast in the ninth right here. He is throwing absolute thunder right here, pumped up, and looks the part.
The count now at 2-2. From the stretch. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. It's 1-1.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Ball two.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Now the 2-0. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And that finds a seam for extra bases, as we'll see if they want to wheel that go-ahead run home from first. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Byron Buxton. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Julio Teheran takes over on the mound in the tie ball game. There is one gone here in the top of inning number 9. Luis Arias will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. Here's the first pitch, and now a late squeeze attempt, but it's popped up. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. So a gutsy call there, as that takes some serious stones to call the suicide squeeze this late in the game, but the go-ahead run comes in to score. Stepping in now, Kirby Puckett, as the first pitch to him, a sinker in the dirt for ball 1. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. Here's the 1-0. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy's been struggling to find the zone, and you might have just bailed him out.
Cabrera is there for it, and the inning is over. So disaster strikes here in the 9th, as a late rally has certainly dampened the mood of these fans. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Twins are in front 2-1. Now to the plate, here is Alan Tremmel. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Hit hard to the right side, but right to him out at second. And not what these folks were hoping for as he set down to start the home ninth.
Go.
Up next, Jonathan Stoke, who will not be seeing the usual suspect close this game out as he's been given the day off by his manager to get a little rest.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
The 1-0. It was a sinker that misses for a ball.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-1 home. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Another one sent foul. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Grounded to the right. Throw on to first will be in time, and now the Tigers are down to their final out.
Now batting, center fielder, Akil. Badu.
Next to hit, Akil Badu. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Count is 2-1.
Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. And he missed again, high and away this time, 3-1. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Now batting, the first baseman.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. From the belt, the pitch.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Grounded up the first baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Last breath for the Tigers. Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2. Quick check on that time run at first. And the runner will get back standing. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Down the third baseline. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Stepping in once again is Jeimer Candelario. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Two big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. And that misses 1-1. Popped him up. Arias is under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind at the top of the ninth. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The Twins came through and it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Matt Shoemaker claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Twins, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Tigers, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 35 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.